Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. I have my headphones on today. That's a good sign. Hope that you guys can hear me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the chat and see if anybody is on so they can give me a sound check. Sound check. So let's go over there. And I don't see anybody on yet. Waiting. One viewer. So if that one viewer can come in and say, I can hear you. Nikki can hear me. Yay. I can ditch these old headphones again, but I'll keep them close by just in case something happens. Yesterday, I don't know what happened, but it stopped working. So I'm so glad that they work now because my ears, my little ear holes, they were hurting so bad because those headphones are not made for my ears. And I hear that a lot from quite a few people. Okay, so it's mail call. And mail call Monday. I think it's episode 9, I think. Seems like it's more than that, or it should be. All right, so let's get down to business here at 7:30. We're going to go through and show you what I got. It was actually a pretty good weekend. It started out really slow. Thanksgiving, I didn't hardly have anything. Friday picked up a little bit. Saturday, a little bit more. Sunday, definitely. With the challenge, we had Jessica that won and Tara that won. So they split the pot of $32.50 each. So not bad, not bad at all. That's what they won. Yeah, and they listed, and I'm sure they listed a lot of items. They listed an item and then they sold it and it was paid for, and yeah, they got a point. So they tied up, and so the girls won it. Yay! But it was great. Um, Thanks, Hank. Thanks, Nikki, for being my sound check gals. Yeah, it was a great challenge. I listed something. The challenge ended at 6 o'clock Central Time. I listed something at 5:58. Listed, pictured, it was live at 5:58. I sold it at 6:24. And then I sold another one in the same lot that I had listed it. I probably had listed it, I would say 5:55, because I thought, well, I'll just get this in. I wasn't expecting to win or anything. So I listed it a little bit earlier than that first one, and it sold at I think it was 6:28, 6:29. So pretty close to 30 minutes after um, the contest was over. So yeah, it was good though. I mean, I was excited. I was excited that two things sold. Um, so it was good. It was a great challenge. We had quite a few people. I can't remember how many people I said that we had. I keep track of everything. 5, 10. We had about 20 people in. So that's not bad. Not bad for a little contest that we have. And that was, it's too bad I don't keep the numbers on there, but as far as what contest it was. But yeah, we had $31 in the pot already from the week before. So because nobody won. and it ended up, and we did a double down entry, so everybody paid $2, and it ended up being $67 for the pot. So not too bad. It's real, it's simple to enter. It's an 8-hour challenge. I mean, really, if you're going to be, working, you might as well get in on the, take a chance. And, like John said, he said it was definitely worth the $2 just to get the amount of stuff that I got listed. So, if nothing else, it's just motivation for you to list, and get stuff up. And that's really, what it's all about is, just getting people motivated. You know, you got all that stuff sitting there. Well, I do. I can only speak for myself, but you know, all this stuff kind of just sitting around and waiting to be listed and waiting to sell. And so why not get it sold? So I ended up selling 14 for the weekend, which is not bad. I'm not complaining. Um, so let me get started on that. I'm rambling. Okay, so I sold a Ann Taylor. I gotta find it first. That's not it. Well, if I can just find it. Okay, so this is an Ann Taylor Loft women's sweater. It's kind of sheer, a little fuzzy, but it's heathered. It's a size extra large. Just a nice little sweater with a crew neck. Really cute. It sold for $13.45. Out the door. Then I sold this Princess Leia Star Wars Collector Series Hallmark ornament, and that sold for $17.21. Not bad. I think I paid $1 for those. Okay, so I sold this Polaroid 660 Polaroid Sun 660 autofocus camera. Does not work, but and I was actually going to ditch it, but Mike, the crazy card, he said, "Wait, no, don't do it." He said, "Sell it, list it for." He actually said if it was the 600, you could list it for $15, and the guy would buy it. So I was like, okay. So I looked it up, and yeah, the comps were anywhere from 15 to 10. So I thought, well, I'm gonna list it high. So I listed it for $14.99. It sold for $23.64 out the door. Yeah, and it doesn't work. And it's listed as that. It does not work. Sold for parts, and it sold for $14.99. So not too shabby. I'm gonna go look over at the chat. So thank you, Mike, for that information. I appreciate it. All right, so and this is the one. So this sold at like $6.29, I think it was, for $15, and then or $14.99. So this is the one that I sold for. It was 15. Oh, what was it? I listed it for $14.99. Sold for $25.54 out the door, and it's this pretty princess board game. Sleeping Beauty Disney board game. It's incomplete. It's supposed to have two sheets of like the little crown or the jewel stickers. It didn't have that, but that was the only thing that it didn't have. So I listed it at $558. It sold at $624 and sold for $25.54. Those are bids because I have a jacket that's getting ready to go off auction. So hope that's good. That's good news. So yeah, I was really happy about that. Extremely happy about that. Let's see here. I gotta clean off my desk here before I get started doing any listing today. So I have a vintage Jansen swimsuit, bathing suit, seafoam, crossback, size 12, made in the USA, sold for $13.85. Vintage sells. One of my let's see, Kids Deals and More. What was that? Was that the camera from yesterday? Yes, it was. I listed it for $14.99 and it sold within 30 minutes of the contest ending yesterday. Thanks for joining us, Summer. I appreciate that. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, so then I sold this WWE. I always pick these up. They sit for a while, and it depends on the person, the person and the size of the shirt. But it is original WWE T-shirt, and it's CM Punk, he was a very popular wrestler. So a nice size. I think it's a 2X. So I sold that for $19.54. That is an international sale. $19.54. Not too shabby. I like that. Yeah, I like that sound too. I love that cha-ching sound. Makes my heart go boop boop. I'm sure your heart does sound like that, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Just checking the chat. Make sure there's nothing going on. All right, so I sold this Rip Curl. I probably could have gotten a little bit more on this, but it's sat for a while. It's a Rip Curl is the brand, and it's a flacket jacket, kind of a hoodie, drawstring, button-up type of jacket, sweatshirt material, but it's kind of heavy. Mm-hmm. That's good. It's a size extra large. It's also an international sell, and that sold for $29.04 out the door. So that's a good sale. I've had these. I got a bunch of these Hallmark ornaments from an auction a couple months ago, and I listed them probably about a month ago or more, and they just started flying off the shelf. So this one is a miniature. It's a Lone Ranger, like a lunchbox, but it's tiny. Yeah. So a little miniature lunchbox ornament, sold for $13.45. So, and I paid $1 for those ornaments. So making, pretty good prices on those. So that's always a good thing. Buy low, sell high. And I think, on those ornaments, I think it's all about price point because I actually had them a little bit higher and they didn't do, of course, right about now is when people are, shopping for ornaments and stuff like that. So I don't know. It could have gone both ways. Um, I don't know. You just got to find that happy medium where people are willing to buy it. Okay, so I got this Hollister shirt, and it's a large. It's a cutout sweatshirt. Just a nice little top, the size large. It has Aloha on the front, so kind of a Hawaiian feel to it. That sold for $12.99. And I sold these. No, these are Chico's. Chico's Travelers. They're pants, and they're just a nice pair of pants. The Chico's are size 2 Travelers. So with the Travelers, they're not supposed to wrinkle as much. They they do have a little bit of like a wrinkle to them, but I think that's more of its style. Um, but just a nice pair of pants, and I sold those for $14.52. Um, so the very last time that I went to the bins, I found a ton. It was like somebody closed their dance shop or something. Um, and I found a ton of this. Um, I know I keep saying a lot. A ton of this dance stuff. So dance uniforms, dance costumes. So it's this like a lavender, and then it's got the bottom part, the leotard underneath. Just a nice little dress. And these do have tags on them, I believe. Yeah. It's a bolera. It's a medium adult poly slinky. And this sold for $17.19. And that first swimsuit, that Jansen swimsuit, that's um vintage. That's definitely vintage. This one is definitely vintage. I pick up all kinds of bathing suits. I'll pick them up. Usually at the bins is where I'll pick them up the most. So this one is Beach Lingo. It's a one-piece, high thigh, rainbow bathing suit. So you can see the high thigh there. The bra is definitely um, vintage, just kind of a vintagey, and it's got that rainbow print. It sold for $14.52. And then I sold this Champion. This is a Champion medium. It's a Power Max high support front zip bra, the sports bra for $13.95. I don't know where. Maybe I was mistaken. I think I was mistaken when I sold that Princess Leia. I thought it was another. So I had It was a Barbie. That's what I sold. That's what I thought I sold, but I actually sold the Princess Leia. So this is a Eddie Bauer hoodie. It's actually a really, I considered keeping it for myself just because it's so nice. It's a half zip, kind of a green, red plaid. It has the drawstring at the bottom, the pockets in the front. Just a really nice hoodie. Kind of, definitely got that cotton. Um, it's a size medium, men's medium. Yeah, it's 100% cotton. And it's got that hood with the drawstring. It's just a really nice hoodie, actually. And that sold for $17.19. Not bad. Um, so that's it. That's what I sold. Let's see what I sold. I just sold. I think it was that. It was a North Face. Let's see what I sold it for. I have two things going out for international, which will go through global shipping. But I wanted to see what that, I'm sure it was that North Face. Cool. It went for $50. That's awesome. Awesome. I wish I could have gotten a little bit more for that, but beggars can't be choosers, so. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not very long. The show is not very long, but it's just a real simple. I like to go over and show you what I sold it for. Um, and so I'll get this all shipped probably on the show. I'll probably be doing that while I'm on the show. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Come back in about 9 minutes and watch the um, Picker Daily Hustle. I can't even remember what. I don't remember. It's like episode 218 or 15 or something like that. Anyway, we're in the 200s. So, all right. I will see you guys in a few. Thanks for coming in. Bye now.